Forcing the skies to open. Heavy rains force the skies to open. And now but now you can watch the match. Yes, we apologize for the previous interruptions. Heavy rains forced us to Kabras Obvious throwing in Bryson Adaka. They have thrown in Ephraim Oduor. And right now they know they are in a comfortable lead because already they have scored 4 tries. Dave Maura? Yes, Kabras have already scored 4 tries. I'll be counting 2 from the mall. Matthias Osimbo and George Ambo with another try. So they already have 4 tries in these. They know they just need to hold on, try to balance, and they'll be heading home with maximum points. But Menengai Oilers last year managed to pull something off in the second half, and that is what they are looking to do here at Menengai, at Kakamega Showground. Already they have thrown in a number of faces. Emmanuel Mulindo, obvious. They have brought in Nelson Makoha. They have brought in that Clarkson. Oduor was brought in immediately at halftime break. So a number of faces thrown in already from both sides as they look to counter each other. Menengai Oilers, obvious, looking better on the bench. Now it is Kabras who dropped to 14 men, with Oilers now back to 15. So Oilers will be looking to use this advantage of an extra man. Kabras have done well, especially doing well, have done well in terms of forward work, especially on the lineouts. It has been proper. Kabras Sugar claim a very crucial penalty here. Hey Bobby. Ilikuwa imekataa location but imekubali sasa. Imekubali. Game iko live. Second half, first half ilisha nini? Ilishaisha. Ilianza 3, mvua ikanyesha, so tumengoja karibu hata 30 minutes ndio tuka resume second half. Scores Kabras na lead 24-10. Sawa. A knock on. The scrum for Menengai Oilers, who now have advantage. Already Sifuna is out. Teddy Akala stepped in for his role.
Refu wao wamenunua cup.
A kick by Menengai Oilers, but goes out of play. They have not won here. They have not beaten Kabras ever since they were promoted in 2018-19 season. And they were looking to do that as they meet for the 10th time in Kenya Cup this season. This year, this is the 10th meeting of the Rai Derby. Line out claimed by Menengai Oilers. Arturo on the run, but unable to hold on to the ball. Kabras penalized there. Just to remind you to keep subscribing, liking and sharing as you continue enjoying this stream. Apologies for the interruption early on. Heavy rains have also led to this clash to delay. It started at 3 p.m. But due to heavy rains,
yes, indeed, as Menengai Oilers, Abu Twali Besonga opted for the pointer. They are looking to cut the deficit. As you can hear, Kabras fans saying Inje, but Abu Twali Besonga takes in a breather, says they have the distance. He'll be looking to add the 3-pointer. Let's see what the referees will say. And as you can see, it's 3 to the good as Menengai Oilers now adding a 3-pointer to their scores. The scores currently reading 24-13. Abu Twali Besonga with the 3 points. Wait, toka hapa. Eric Cantona will be looking to restart the game. Eric Cantona, of course. Ona.
Mtoto huyu.
yes, we are into the second half. And they respond with a kick. Samuel Molo, who has come on into the second half, feeds the ball, goes down. Kabras quickly covering that one. Bryson Adaka, who is back for his first Kenya Cup appearance after a long time. His last appearance in the Kenya Cup was the Kenya Cup final. He's there to help Kabras. Jinson Misoga is down with pain. Looks like he has picked an injury. Menengai Oilers, no, they are still in this, especially with Kabras one man down, and then Jinson Misoga is limping, and Jinson Misoga maybe will be an unlucky man against Menengai Oilers. He picked an injury that ruled him out of the Rugby Africa Cup matches last season. And now Alfred Oregi has been thrown in. Nyambua working hard to claim that line out back.
Very nice, very nice.
He gets what he believes was truly his. Just remember to keep on subscribing, liking, and to remind you that we are here courtesy of Zabab Studios. If you are in Kakamega, remember to visit Zabab Studios for your accommodation purposes, as that young man Roy Maruti goes for that big boot. Call it. A box kick. Oilers responds with a kick, but Samuel Omolo has a kick. And now it is Oilers captain being given that big tackle. Big battles here at Kakamega Showground in the second half as Kabras called for mark, and now they settle stuff here. That is Roy Maruti, started his rugby at Viga School. And as you can see right now here at Kakamega Showground, we have a number of high school students just watching early on. They were also being coached just as a way to ensure that development is done properly. Menengai Oilers now claim the ball. They lose it forward and will have a scrum for Kabras Sugar as they now look to buy time because they know 5 points are on board, and if it stays this way, they are booking a direct home semi-final. And they are booking a direct home semi-final as well as a final if they manage to get to this point. So keep watching, keep liking. Banter and fun here at Kakamega Showground as fans have packed in. The rains couldn't stop them from following this, and now they are really following up and enjoying this contest.
Advantage Kabras! Advantage Kabras!
Kabras working hard to manage these Menengai Oilers, knowing an extra try will be done for them, but should they get one here, they know they'll be still in this game, so it is a game that is still open. George Nyambua stays down as Cantona goes for 3 points, and they sail in, stretching the gap now. Moving it to 27 points, where they were in the final last year. 27 points, 26 is how it ended last year when these two sides met. Just to give you the highest and lowest scoring games in this fixture, we have had that 47-3 win for Kabras and a 47-12 for Kabras have been their highest scoring games in this clash. Menengai Oilers' highest scoring came that final at the Bull Ring, and later on in this final that was played last season, the lowest scoring game was a 15-13 game, which ended because of natural causes, that was lightning. And since then, Kabras are here, and with Nelson Makoha in bind, and they have managed to milk a penalty from that spot. It looks like Kabras Sugar have done their job well and might be on the road for the 10th consecutive win over Menengai Oilers in this fixture. On the screen there, that is your head-to-head record between these two sides, how it has happened in the previous fixtures. A big boot by Sami Omolo. They decide to call for a mark. Abutwali Bwesonga there calling for mark. Kabras no. They have to play in the right areas in this fixture. Nelson Makoha, obvious, being yellow carded for failing to bind. Also to give you some of the close margins in this encounter. That was last year's final, which was a 1-point margin. We had that 15-13, which was a 2-point margin, which I told you ended because of natural causes, and now we have that 34-28, which was the final. The final between these two sides have been entertaining. Mike Lukusi is on the pitch. Sami Omolo knows he has to keep the ball high, and that is what he's doing. As Kabras arrived there in numbers, Oilers looking frustrated. The hooter goes, and it looks like that is the last play we have in this fixture. Kabras Sugar have to do just one thing, boot the ball out, and Kabras Sugar end another season unbeaten, regular season. They have registered 51 matches out of 52. They have registered 52 consecutive matches unbeaten. Coach Carlos Kachwa has now registered 50 matches for this club, and he has not lost since he took over as head coach. Kabras Sugar head coach Carlos Kachwa going another season, regular season unbeaten. Now he has one job to do, two extra matches, and should he do the job well, then he'll be delivering another title for the Sugarmen, but the playoffs is where the job is. What performance by Kabras Sugar, dominated from the front row, did everything, played in the right areas. First half looked like it was not going their way, but they have been able to turn it around. Now they have won with maximum points, 5 points against Menengai Oilers. Menengai Oilers, who were known to be their biggest threat, they have been able to neutralize them. Now the job is done for the regular season, unless maybe that pending fixture, which was ruled over the week, things change, but so far that is how things are done. The regular season is done. Kabras Sugar, as it stands, will be finishing on top of the table once again. This is since 2019 season. What a run for these men. 52 matches unbeaten right now. 50 matches for the head coach, Carlos Kachwa. $50 matches for Carlos Kachwa, and now Menengai Oilers have suffered 2 defeats, meaning if it stays this way, they'll have to go for a semi-final against KCB, but first they'll have to use the playoff route. Menengai Oilers, what a tough run for these. They have been coming each and every season, trying it out, but the semi-final, direct semi-final, has been elusive for Menengai Oilers. But maybe if Kabras Sugar stories to go by, then Oilers will want that to be an inspiration. At some point, they had to go to get to the final, go to the final, go back, and now they are here. 52 matches unbeaten. What a run for these Sugarmen. We'll be trying to get some of the coach comments. But that was the performance from Kabras Sugar. Well-deserved 5 points from the Sugarmen. Despite the rains interrupting this, the Kabras Sugar squad and the Menengai Oilers squad ensured that these fixtures played and the pitch allowed us to have the second half, and now it's done here at Kakamega Showground.
Nimemuita, alikuwa anapita tu hapa nikamuita tu kumnini.
Mwenje ndio kona hii. So we'll be trying to get the head coach from Menengai Oilers side and the coach from Kabras Sugar, and we'll get their thoughts. Should we not get them right now because they will be talking to their team? Then you'll be able to get those ones from our social media pages. So that was Kabras' 10th consecutive win over Menengai Oilers since Menengai Oilers were promoted. And you can see the fans bombing the Kabras squad and Menengai Oilers squad as they talk together. So they are really happy with this. You can see there on the screen the fans always also getting a chance to enjoy and embrace the players following that performance. Mike, let Mike ni wrap up. Ladies and gentlemen, seems like we won't be able to get the two coaches right now. They are still talking to the team, so you'll be able to get the coaches' comments live on Facebook page or our social media pages. So keep it scrummage, keep subscribing, liking. Thank you very much for tuning in, and let's meet next week. Maybe we'll be there in Vihiga, and Kabras will be traveling to Uganda. If we'll be traveling to Uganda, you'll be able to follow them there together with KCB, while Menengai Oilers will be heading to Nairobi. So if you are a fan of either of the sides, remember to join them at either of the side or either side of the world that you want to travel to. Thank you very much.